So it is no secret that the Remote Sales Academy is one of, if not the very best at what we do inside the high ticket sales industry at creating the transformation of taking someone from complete zero in the high ticket sales industry to 10K a month and beyond. We have 50 live case studies probably live on the channel by the end of December, ending 2025, as well as like 10 plus other case studies we haven't filmed or even posted, because transparently I think my viewership will go down quite a lot on the YouTube channel if I just keep posting case study interviews and results. So I've got to post other content alongside of one of my clients here, Peter, who I'm clipping up now, an in-person interview that we did just a couple of days ago, of where he's hitting 51K Australian in commissions, and he's only like a year and a half to 2 years into it, which, still blows my mind to this day, because it took me a very long time to make even my first, couple $100 in commissions, right? I digress. The long story short is, in 2026, in the spirit of heading into the new year, high ticket sales is changing. It has changed. It's very different to what it was like when I first got started in the industry a long time ago. 6 years now. I'm 25. I got in this industry, right when I turned 19, so 18 turning 19, around that range, and it's very different. And what I want to do is give you a lot of value for watching the YouTube channel, to peel things back a little bit and give you a bit of an insight to some of the strategies that I've used and still use and develop and change, adopting to how the market currently is, in terms of getting the results and the transformations that we do on such a consistent and high volume basis, right? So yeah, I want to peel back the curtain and dive into some of the strategies. So yeah, let's get into it. So what I want to share with you is 4 of the top key core major strategies that I have used to get the results that I have gotten in my time in the high ticket sales industry. And so all of these strategies come under what I like to call the 6-figure formula, right? Now this 6-figure formula is responsible for all the results that I have with my clients. So pay very close attention, because I'm about to unveil to you exactly what they do to get the results that they have accomplished and the transformations they've gotten in the time horizons and the time that they have. So first things first is my infinite interviews strategy. Now, bridging off the theme of like how high ticket sales has changed in the last 6 years as I've been involved in it and a part of it. No longer can you go out and go to public job listings like Indeed or LinkedIn and just mass apply and mass outreach to these jobs, expecting that you're going to get a great job in this industry. It's just not going to happen, right? There's a statistic that goes, and you can fact check this, if you'd like, but I think it was a LinkedIn study that they did of like thousands of businesses, and 70 to 80% of companies, not only in high ticket sales, but traditionally only hire through people they know. Now, 90 to 95% of the top most desired companies, so the 10, 5, 1%, top 1% companies that you want to work and get jobs at, do not hire through a publicly posted job listing. In fact, you never even see them in the first place. So the next question is, how do you get in front of these opportunities? How do you beat the noise? How do you beat the competition of hundreds of other job applicants that are going for the same roles? Well, I can tell you, if you have no sales experience or some sales experience, you are batting a losing game if you do not understand how to meet and connect and broker the right relationships with the right people at the right companies. As the statistic referred to before, if you do not know the right people, you will never even see the opportunities. I think it's like even 80% of opportunities don't even make it to a job board. But like I said, the statistics don't lie. And so you need to, again, build and develop a strategy in order to build relationships strategically to actually get you to where you want to go. Now, how you do that is, again, there's a myriad of ways you can do that. And there's right ways and there's the wrong ways. But the long story short is, matter of fact, if you do not build out your network in this industry, your income and your results will suffer as a correlation. So a big thing that we work on with our clients is, again, building an efficient strategy of meeting the right people, new people, every week, every month, that allow you to progress, the way that they do in this industry, right? You guys have, seen all the results in the YouTube channel. So strategy number 2 on this list is what I like to call the screening offer protocol. Now, what is that, you might ask? What it is a list of questions, a series of very specific questions that I have built over years and years and years of trial and error of working bad companies and very good companies. And what I have seen allows for an S tier opportunity or even an A tier opportunity, a really good opportunity. The bottom line is going to allow you to make the income that you want to make. Now, obviously, I reserve those questions for my one-on-one clients, but something that you can do, even if you have no experience, is plot out a list of questions that you might ask a company in high ticket sales that's actually going to allow you to understand the context of whether or not this company is actually going to make you the money that they're saying they're going to make, or they're claiming, or that you think that they're going to make. You need to understand not all high ticket sales companies are created equally. 50% of companies in the high ticket sales industry make less than 1K a month, and I think it's like 80% plus don't last longer than 2 years. It's a world of the startups. And so you need to understand what to ask, what to look for that's going to prevent you from wasting time. Because again, what blows out someone's success period from going from 0 to 10K a month from 6 months to 8 months to a year to 2 years, or basically ending up quitting, is knowing what questions to ask, the right questions to ask, and also bridging on someone for experience. That's a really, really very key critical thing. So write out a list of questions based off what you might be curious about, so you can start vetting them together. You're not going to be as good as the screening off of protocol questions we have inside the community, but at least it's a start, right? At least you're not kind of just spitfiring everything and shotgun approach and just trying to land a great opportunity because it feels right. List out a criteria of what you're looking for so you can get a better idea of is this company actually going to make me the money that I'm going to make? So strategy number 3 on this list is what I like to call objective selling. Now, it's not some cool way to sell. It's not, some fancy schmancy, whatever else. This is a system that I have put together, I've created really, that has allowed people to learn sales fast, quickly, and efficiently, no matter the sales experience that you have. Most guys I work with have 0 sales experience. Some guys have traditional sales experience. Even if you have traditional sales experience, learning how to sell in high ticket sales is a little bit different. Selling from something tangible like a SaaS product or solar or cars to something intangible is quite an adjustment, and you need to be able to learn that process quickly. And so it's not just like learning how to get good offers, but it's about learning sales quickly and efficiently in an adaptable manner that you can work any offer, right? As I said with the statistics before, a lot of high ticket sales companies don't outlast 2 years. So you need to be flexible and adaptable, because even in like a 2-year period, you could work with 4 companies. And so you need to learn how to, no matter what account or what business that you work with, that you're placed on, the fundamentals, the principles of why people buy, human behavior, psychology. You need to understand in a simple, efficient manner to understand sales quickly. Most people overcomplicate it, and this system that I have developed allows you to understand sales quickly and efficiently. And long story short, it's by picking apart a sale, no matter which way that you spin it. There's many different sales philosophies that are out there these days, but no matter which way you spin it, a sale is made the same regardless. Different phases, different questions might be in different places, but it's still the same thing at the end of the day. So you need to develop a process, whether you're working with me or really anyone else, but no one knows how to do objective-based selling, to basically get up to scratch quickly. Because otherwise, again, alongside your opportunity setbacks, if you don't know how to sell well, you're not going to be able to hold these opportunities. So you need to learn a system that's going to allow you to understand this industry or understand how to sell, quickly and efficiently. So the 4th and final strategy on this list is what I like to call my perfect fit formula. It's in the name, right? You need to look like the perfect fit on paper in that interview, in that sales call, technically for your business, with a potential client. And you can do this through a myriad of ways. I'm going to give you a kind of sneak peek into what I do with my clients at the moment, which is, number 1, how you prepare for an interview will dictate your success and whether or not you're going to be hired or not. And it's not just like, you looked on the website beforehand and you know what they do as a company. I'm talking about deep research and knowing what to look for, how to prepare your questions, all of it. Most people think that interviews are some unpredictable, they like you or you don't, or they don't scenario. Couldn't be further from the truth. You need to understand that preparation is what makes you win that interview and sets you apart from all the other people that are interviewing themselves as well. And a lot of people have this excuse of like, I don't have experience or whatever else. All my clients started out with practically no sales experience. It's not an excuse at all. It is how you present yourself when you get the opportunity, when you have infinite interviews implemented, you're getting the interviews itself, is how you present yourself as a professional and the most ideal and desired candidate. That is what matters. And if you can show up in a way, especially when you do interview prep, as well as research, as well as prepare for questions, right? Interviewers are going to be asking you questions and looking for likability, capability, or reliability. A little bit of a hint there for you. And as long as you understand that these questions are usually going to be answering all these main key things, no matter your experience, you can prepare the right answers so that you can look, even without experience, like the most desirable candidate. You need to understand that interviews themselves, it is a human-to-human interaction. It is manipulable, right? Humans make errors, right? And so humans can be influenced just as you do in sales. And so if you carry that same mentality in interviews, even without any experience, I've seen guys get roles where they can do 10K a month in 90 days. Not typical, not something that I would expect 100% of the time, but I've seen guys do that. I've seen guys land roles who should not have gotten it, even for like appointment setting positions, to where they're doing 5, 10, 15K a month. And the guys who went up for it had way more experience than them. 6 months, a year, 2 years, track record, everything on the board, yet they beat them in the interview. And the reason why is because they knew how to prepare and look like the perfect fit, so to say. So hopefully you've enjoyed getting a bit of a behind the scenes look, peeling back the curtain of how I work with my clients and we get some of the insane results that we do. So stay tuned. There'll be a case study coming out early next week or even this week with myself and Peter. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it, get a lot of value out of it. And yeah, guys, if you want similar results, you know what to do in the bio and description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.